Hello everyone and welcome to this super important video of finding your tribe or connecting with anyone. Now, you've probably looked inwards and you've done some self-discovery. You probably know yourself and what kind of people you're looking out for. And the key to this segment is all about surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals, whether you're passionate about music or stocks, you know, having the right people in your group makes all the difference. And if you haven't started finding people who have with the same interests, mixing around with people whom you want to be, then this is really, really good for you because these are the techniques that I will be teaching you that will really fast track your journey of passion. All right, so rule number one, environment is everything. So why is environment so important? Here's one of the golden advice that I got from Robin Sharma, and after applying it in my own life, things have really, really been phenomenal for me. So surround yourself with passionate people. This is the foundation. Most people don't believe you can do work you love because they're constantly around people who don't love their work and who don't know what excites them. So this has to change. Those around you have everything to do with your success and your belief in what's possible. You either rise up or sink down depending on who's next to you. Now, passion is contagious. You must have an environment that embodies it. You need a support crew who believes what you believe. People who dream as big as you or even bigger. People who not only support you but give you ideas, and make you feel that what you're doing, pursuing your passion, having those amazing ideas is the norm. Now, these people fuel our passion and make the unthinkable possible, even normal. And very soon, you start to, expect the same for yourself. Now, every successful person, no matter how you define it, has an army of passionate supporters in their corner. And it is up to us to build that team. So the thing is, you actually subconsciously start behaving like the people around you, especially the five people whom you spend the most time with. You take on their thought processes, their feelings, their habits, their work ethics. If you think about it, think of the top five people who you spend time most with, and I'm sure that you have certain traits from each one of them because you subconsciously pick them up. Now, I spend time around passionate folks that, I don't even know. Basically, people who I meet in meetup groups or in seminars. And that's because I constantly go out and seek, new environments where I know that they can be found in. That's how I realized that I wanted to speak, to write, and to coach, to pursue your passion. It's how I realized I wanted to join a startup, and it's how I crossed paths with my mentors. Spending time with them and all of you is like therapy. You make me want to build new things, run faster, eat healthier, dream bigger, and live life at a whole new level. And going out there and connecting with passionate people who want to change the world has been phenomenal for me. Now, relationships give you the permission to tell your story, and these are the kind of people who you want to be around because they will willingly accept you for who you are. The more people you meet, the more you can help each other to spread the big ideas. Now, having the right people also means you can celebrate and have fun together. Yeah, experiences, accomplishments, and success don't mean anything if you were to share with someone who puts you down all the time, right? What you want to be doing is to share wins with people who care, people who support you, and these are the relationships that really, really matter. Without this support, you will never do groundbreaking things that you know people all around the world have been doing. Every successful person that you can find, right? Be it Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, Richard Branson, has a team of really, really passionate people that make amazing things the norm. Yeah. All right. So amazing things start to happen as you meet new people. You know, your work ethic becomes insane because all you want to do is to really just work hard at doing what you love and making an impact. You know, your mindset and your beliefs become really, really strong. Um, you love your work, and you can and there's a lot of love in the environment of your work as well. You guys can collaborate, have fun, celebrate wins. People are all supportive and inspirational. um, and you'll be extremely confident because you have this amazing team to back you up and all your work and whatever you do. So the key idea is that, but here's the thing: you get 6 degrees of separation. Now the idea is that we are all linked to each other by 6 degrees of separation. So um, anyone whom you anyone on this planet Earth is linked to you by someone by only about 5 people. Yes, believe it or not. So, for example, my mentor introduced me to this another guy who knows Tony Fernandez. Now, Tony Fernandez is a um, business mogul of Air Asia, and I can't believe I'm only about 2 connections away from him. That's how amazing, uh, going out there and finding passionate people is. It has really been all the difference. Right, but before we can go and find passionate people, we need to first flee from toxic people. So the idea is that um, many of us are surrounded by negative influences, people who put us down, who say, "Oh, you'll never make it," or "Why don't you just stop and just be normal?" Um, and so the idea is a two-pronged approach. And while you should be finding other people, you should also be limiting the amount of contact you have with negative people in your life. So I'll go into this more in depth later on in the assignment, but the whole idea is just to make a list of the people who are toxic. Yeah, make a list of people who inspire you, and then spend more time with the people who inspire you, and spend less time with your toxic friends, because environment is everything. I'll cover this more later, and now what we will do is so I will show you how you can find passionate people. How do you connect and establish this connection? So I present to you the Connect with Anyone system. So this is a 3-step system that I personally used and invented for you to basically connect with literally anyone. So from a random, you can go from a random stranger to someone who is very close to you in less than a week. You can be like best buds at the end of a week. So this is really extremely high value. And if you're seeing this, you're really, really lucky, because this is not shown to it's not shown to many people. So we will begin the first part with search. So now the whole idea is that don't expect to randomly bump into passionate people. Passionate people are elusive. Why? Because they have often much more better things to be doing. Passionate people are busy, and they're always doing what matters most. If you see the guy lazing around at the beach, at a coffee shop, he doesn't have something to fight for. And these people can only be found in groups with similar mindsets of passion and purpose. So you really need to go out there and start searching. You cannot wait to just bump into passionate people wherever you are, whether you're in school or you're in the workplace. You have to go out there and find passionate people. So we begin with the search process, and these are 8 core methods that I personally use to find passionate people. Yeah. So basically, this whole idea of finding passionate people is finding your tribe, people who think like you and inspire you to be more. People who you look up to in the field. It could be music, it could be sports, and yeah, the results have been phenomenal. So without further ado, let's dive in. So we begin with family and friends. So you want to first begin by taking a look around you, taking a look at your family and your friends. Who do you know? Yeah, your first degree of connection. Who do you know any acquaintances who are doing what who you want to do. If you're interested in sports, do you know anyone who's interested in sports who has been through the route and done that? Who can give you guidance, who can give you advice, anyone you can learn from. This is by far the easiest way because friends and families are more than willing to help you. Yeah. Next is referrals. So friends of friends, basically is doing the same thing, but just asking your family and friends, hey, who do you know that are passionate, and who do you know who might be in this field as well? Because I'm interested to learn from them. So these is called referrals. Yeah. Next is using social media. So social media is very, very broad. You can, I don't use the word stalk, but you can go and look at your friends and families, even acquaintances profiles. Just scroll through and see if anyone interesting pops up. Who knows? You might find the next guy working at Apple. You might find uh, someone who's very passionate about sports. Yeah, so the whole idea is to use social media as a tool for leverage because it has a lot of connections. So feel free to use Facebook, LinkedIn, Quora, and just to find the people who are relevant. And you can also see people who post on your friend's feed, yeah, or whatever your friend likes, because that will that's a very good example, a good way of finding out who your friends are using social media. Next is researching. And by researching, I mean reading books and blogs and biographies. So using the online communities, basically. So what you can do for this is to go and do research. Google is the easiest way. Just find out some prominent organizations globally as well as locally, and see if you can join any organizations or people who are in the organization whom you can contact through maybe LinkedIn. For those of you who've done research in school, this shouldn't be a problem for you, right? Just Google whatever your interest is, find the relevant organizations, yeah, and the people who are in them. Next are forums. So one good way to find out more connections and who can help you are to ask on forums and blogs. You can even create ads. You can give up. You can even give them to your friends. Asking them to help you keep a lookout. Say, hey, John, I'm interested in this. So if you happen to go to maybe Malaysia, just help me keep a lookout for people who have the same interest and help me connect them to me. Yeah. So this is something you can do. Ask people on forums. Reddit, Quora. Next are leaders. So leaders are people who you want to Google for. You can find them in books as well. These are prominent people who are very likely to be high ranking positions like company founders, people who lead organizations, or people who are out there making a huge difference. And these are often people who you really want to learn from. And who knows, you might even find a mentor out of them, right? It's all about connecting. So feel free to, you can even send them a message, connect with them on LinkedIn, Facebook. Yeah, and really just let the magic happen itself. Now, number 7 is to go to hotspots. So basically, there are many places where you live. Well, I stay in Singapore. So if you're in Singapore, you can just go to bars, go to places that have high human traffic, where people go to casually. Yeah, so like maybe even libraries, yeah, restaurants, bookshops, shops, and just ask the shop owner for some context, because very often they have the widest context, because just about every single person from different backgrounds pass through their shops each and every day. So you might hit something, you might hit a gold mine from there. And finally, the last thing is, of course, events. So go to your meetup.com, go to success resources, attend seminars, do volunteer work, go to Eventbrite, Toastmasters, job fairs, interest clubs, TEDx talks, all the community and networking events. And I mean, if you go to where you're interested in, you'll probably find people who are like-minded as well. So events are by far the best way for me, meetup.com, to find like-minded people. All right, next is connect. So the whole idea of connect is that, let's say you found an avenue. Let's say you have an event to go to, right? How then should you present yourself? How should you approach the person to make a long-lasting and fruitful and deep relationship with the person, or even a mentor? Right. So it all starts before connecting. This is what I call the preparation stage. So before you connect, these are what you need to have before you are. I would say you are ready to go. You have to be in a certain state. You have to first take care of yourself, groom yourself before you. I mean, you don't want to be look like a real bozo and just fumble around and turn people off. With your, maybe you're feeling negative, or you lack of personal hygiene. I mean, these are basic stuff, but people often overlook. So what I want you to do is to bear in mind this checklist of 6 things before you connect with anyone. So let's begin. Before you connect with anyone, before you're ready to make new friends, you need to have the mindset right first. Now, the mindset is this: you never know when the next person you could meet could really change your life forever, and make lasting. So the thing is, make lasting impressions. Be open-minded, keep a lookout. You don't have to agree with anyone, with everyone. You will never agree with everyone. People will never agree with. Not everyone will agree with you, but have this mindset of opportunity, that every person that you meet is a chance of a new opportunity, and you should treasure every single interaction and meeting. Next, get into the right state of excitement. So people love being around excited, enthusiastic people. Trust me, this is something that I personally have discovered as well. So before you go to any event, you should prime yourself to be mixing with the most energetic and enthusiastic people out there. Next, know yourself. So before you interact with anyone, know what is it that you want to gain. Know what you can offer, know what you want, know your values, know your strengths, know what you want to learn, so that when someone asks you, hey, what do you do? Hey, what do you stand for? Hey, what are you here to learn? The responses come immediately, and you can get the best out of the networking session. Next is sincerity. So I'm going to just put aside any ego that you might have and just be real honest and genuine. Be a friend first. Be a friend, and don't judge anyone. Yeah. So be honest, be humble, and treasure every relationship that is being developed. This is extremely essential. The last thing you want to do is for people to see you as an arrogant person. Yeah. Next, be well groomed. This, guys, is the basic um, of well, just about anything. But the idea is first impressions count. First impressions last. Yeah, and it can be found in the first 5 minutes. So dress well, have basic hygiene. For guys, shave, dress smartly, and it says a lot about how you dress. Says a lot about how seriously you take yourself, and people reciprocate to that. And finally, show up. So I mean, people procrastinate. You really win half the battle once you show up. Doesn't matter whether you're late. Doesn't matter whether you feel crappy. Once you show up, once you're in the environment, your mood will instantly change. Yeah. So attending events like this do require some effort on your part, and chances are that you might be lazy. So just show up, and the magic will really, really happen. Yeah. So promise me that. All right. I know it's quite a lot, but just bear with me here, because this is really the juiciest part. And this is connecting. This is establishing the golden relationship that will last you for, even for life. And the bonds that you will create will be amazing. The opportunities that you will create for each other will be amazing. So without further ado, let's dive in. All right. So the first rule to connecting well with people, to building the strong relationship, is to smile, right? Smiling is the fastest way to build a great connection. It's a universal sign, and it shows confidence. It shows that you respect yourself. It shows that um, smiles are contagious. Yeah, the simplest act makes people feel better when you walk into the room. You see new faces. You see people not as strangers but as already as friends. Which means you have something to offer them. So just look at everyone you meet in the eye, smile, give them a firm handshake. I guarantee this will make the best 5 minute impression you can have. Next, relax and be fun. Yeah, laugh. Just relax. There's no pressure. It's all cool. Everybody's meeting each other for the first time. Get in and just relax. So just get into the habit of making people's days better. Go in with the mindset of, hey, I'm here to help. I'm here to have fun. Things are gonna be great. Um, and yeah, just provide a very fun and unique and enjoyable experience for everyone. Just joke. The last thing you want to be is to be really awkward and really stiff, because well, it's a fact that nobody likes that kind of person. Next, pay attention. So basically, be in the moment, and when someone is talking to you, when someone is presenting, yeah, you have to genuinely listen to what matters to them most. Yeah, listen to what they say. Don't be distracted. Don't treat them like some babbling, some person babbling. Be genuinely interested and be in the moment, and be excited for what they have to say. Take a genuine interest in people because it matters a lot, guys. Next, be open minded. So, when you're connecting with people, you're going to get responses that you don't like. Maybe some people are in a rush, some people are not in the right mood. Um, so, get used to people saying no. People are busy, especially people who are higher above the success ladder, and most people might not reciprocate to you, even if you have texted them, sent an email. So the thing is, um, just be friendly and be genuine, and be persistent. So just be open minded and understand that this is a new environment, uh, with no rules, literally no rules. Next, um, listen to their needs. So what you have to do is to see how you can offer value. Be the first person to offer value to them. Yeah. So know what matters to them. You can even prepare beforehand. The kind of people that you're gonna meet. Do your research and then try to get something that they probably be interested in. Uh, this is not to manipulate them, but rather so you can do something meaningful to them. Yeah, read their blogs. You can take their courses, read their books, sign up for their newsletters, learn about them, learn about what they enjoy, their passions, and really just see how you can add value, because this is the biggest thing you can do for that will build a relationship, adding value to their needs. All right, next, pay attention to the details as well. So simple things like the name. Yeah, after every meeting or interaction, write down, what stood out for you, what you learned about them, their goals, their interests, their families, their birthdays, everything goes. Nothing feels better than hearing a stranger, someone you just met, remembering your name. And uh, this is really, really essential for you to. These are the simple things that really build up the relationship. Next, be show appreciation by saying, being grateful and saying thank you. Never miss an opportunity to thank someone for even the smallest things, especially if they help you with, something important. So we often hold back our appreciation, but everyone deep down loves being appreciated. That's why people do crazy stuff, when they don't get acknowledged. So show appreciation, say thank you. Next, common ground. So everyone has something in common. So what you want to be really doing is, once again, to listen to what the person is saying and then use your experiences to connect with the person. So the quicker you can relate with the same ideas, same beliefs, and just say, oh, hey, I've done that previously. Oh, hey, I've been reading this topic. Oh, I know a little bit about what you're doing here. Hey, I think what you're doing is really, really interesting because I know someone else who's doing it. This, it creates instant connection, guys. It's absolutely gold. Um, just by creating similar interests, that it instantly builds rapport as well, because it shows that you understand them, and people who understand each other tend to connect much, much better. Next, share stories. So the whole idea is to share your beliefs. So whatever beliefs you have about people, like for me, I've invented my own sort of elevator pitch where I go around to different networking groups and tell people, what I believe. I believe the world will be a much better place if people found their passions, and people love that story, and they share theirs with me as well. So people connect on energy and emotion. So when people can really see you, when people see you sharing something that you're really passionate about, it creates an instant connection, because they know that you're real, you're this amazing guy, and so yeah, so share your story with them, and they will share theirs with you too. So it's one of the best ways also to create a very, very good connection. Next, be authentic and vulnerable. So the whole idea is, don't be Mr. Goody Two Shoes and be Mr. Perfect, and be an imposter. Just be who you want to be. If you speak Singlish, if you love Mandarin, if you like acting silly sometimes, just be yourself. Don't be someone else. If you face struggles, just share with people, and but when you share with people, two things can happen. They will either reject you or they will accept you. Now, when they reject you, these are the kind of people who you don't want to be around. Yeah. But for those who accept you, the bonds created are amazingly strong, because um, they see they see that you trust them by telling them your struggle, and they will do it too for you. So this is about being real and building a connection. All right, so these are the steps for connecting. And if you do all the steps that I mentioned above, I guarantee you will form a very, very powerful relationship with almost anyone whom you meet in any meetup group, in any social media group, hands down. So let's move on to collaborate. So once you have formed that relationship, once you've met the person for the first time, what do you do after that? So let the magic happen. This is collaborate. So the first thing is to follow up. Yeah, once you feel this person, hey, I can work with him. We can discuss this idea together. Follow up. Just ask him for it. His email. Ask him to find out more about him. Even have lunch together. Have a Skype call. Just do something that can make the relationship last longer. Yeah. Next, ask for referrals. So let's say this person turns out to be okay, but you don't see how he can help you directly. Don't be afraid to ask him indirectly. So people love helping. Yeah. So this is the true power of networking. Asking the people who you just met for referrals, because the people who you meet at meetups probably go out and network quite a bit as well. So they probably will know some people who, are who are what you're looking for. And so your targeted contacts will increase exponentially. And of course, repay the favor, help them as they help you, and this is the whole beauty of networking. Next, discuss ideas and share sources. So people can often suggest ideas that you never even thought was possible, and these were priceless. Yeah, take note of it. Don't dismiss them immediately. And many people will gladly link you up with articles. I get tons of people who say, "Hey, check this out. You might be interested in this. You might know this. You might be interested in this meetup group. I have something to give you. I can offer you this." for free often, and this is really really powerful, because it also builds a longer term relationship whom you know you can trust. Of course, once again, repay the favor. Yeah. And finally, propose a project. So let them know what your plans are, and see if they can help you in any way. You can bounce around, feel free to bounce around ideas with them, because the best way to get help is to be clear on what help you need. So, who knows? The guy whom you are meeting might even be the future teammate or mentor. Yeah. So this is the power of collaboration. So don't let it die down, don't let it stop. Keep this cycle growing, and your contacts, the amount of contacts that you have, will blow up exponentially. All right, so what I have here is a finding your tribe assignment, which is essentially um, a short, uh, worksheet checklist, for you to use every time you go for a meetup. So part one, there are two parts to this. The first part is to move away from toxic towards inspiring friends. So over here, I've created a list for you which summarizes the 3 steps very well. The first step is to make a list of toxic friends. So people who put you down, people who make you feel insecure, people who cannot appreciate your uniqueness, people who leave you feeling negative. Write it over on the extreme left column of a list of extreme friends. And what you want to be doing is to write down actions to avoid them. So maybe someone is, so you maybe see them less, or maybe don't go for that soccer game, don't go for that movie with them. Just talk to them less on social media, on WhatsApp. And that's the first step. Next step is to make a list of inspiring friends. So you probably have a few inspiring friends around you, people who you know you want to emulate. Especially if you go to more meetup groups, you meet more and more people who you really look up to, and these are the kind of people who you want to be spending more time with. So create this list of inspiring friends, and then write down the actions that you are going to take to move towards them. So now you've cut time from the toxic friends. What you want to do is to be adding time to the inspiring friends, and I'm sure you guys should have no problem doing this. Yeah, if any problems at all, feel free to just drop an email, drop a Facebook message. Hey, how do I go about doing this? I will gladly reply to you. So yeah, just change your time and avoid and move towards. Yeah, you'll get this all in the worksheet down below. Next, what you want to be doing also is to, while you're doing this transition, it's important to explain to the people around you why you're making this transition. So, so you don't end up betraying, making people feel betrayed. People start asking, why are you doing this? Why are you not wanting to, maintain this relationship anymore? And I'm sure you probably have pretty close friends also, but they're dragging you down. So so I've created a template for you, so you can say that, hey Stephanie, lately I've been thinking a lot about a miserable job, or the environment, or the way that we have been behaving, or thinking or doing, and I think I'll be much happier if I found something else, or did something else, or mixed with some other kind of people. And while it's scary to make, I feel that it's something that I really want to go. So all I ask is, for your support, and 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 your best wishes. So explain to the people why. Let the people know that you are going to change, and you need the support for them. So I'm sure your good friends will probably have no choice but to agree with you. If not, I don't really think they would be good friends if they really want the best for you. So you can use this template as well. So you don't just drop your old friends like flies, but rather transition. Yeah, the whole idea is to transition slowly while explaining to them. Part two. So once you have done that, once you're slowly moving away and moving towards inspiring people, what you want to be doing is, this is just a simple checklist of people who can help you. So the first, the step one is to search. Yeah, as we went through previously. So search, these are all the summaries below. So family, friends, referrals, social media, meetup groups, online communities, leaders in their fields, asking people at hotspots, networking at live events. So I want you to make a list over here, download this PDF, make a list, write down who can help you in this area and how can they help you. Yeah, what are you looking for? What do you want to learn? Who do you want to ask? And this is really the first step. Next, connect. Step 2 is to connect. So once again, before you connect, you need to have the right mindset. You need to be excited about meeting people. You need to know yourself, know what you want. You need to be well groomed. And finally, you need to be committed to meeting people. You need to show up. Yeah. So this is really just a checklist. It's just a simple reminder, nothing too serious. And I'm sure you'll be just fine with this. So after preparing, this is the actual connecting. I mean, if anything, you can always refer back to the earlier part of the video, but this is once again, it's a conscious connector review. So basically, you can do this every time you connect with someone. Every time you go to a networking event, a meetup group, a forum, just write down and record down, so who did I connect with? What was the result like? Was it good? Was it bad? How could I have improved better? There are 10 effective strategies to connect with people at a very deep level. So which strategies work for you the best? Which have you used, and what can you improve on in the next session? Step 3, collaboration. So this is another simple checklist of how you can. It's just a summary of the previous slide. So have you followed up with people? When's the next time you're going to meet? What is the meeting? How is the meeting going to benefit both of you? Have you asked for referrals? Who does this person know that is relevant to what you're doing? I've been meeting people, and people who have been inspired by my story are trying to introduce to me mentors, and I really, really appreciate that. So just don't be afraid, but to ask, who are you learning from? Yeah, who do you think I should be modeling after? Number 3, share resources. So find out what the other person needs and just share with them any books, any videos, any recommendations that they need. And they would benefit a lot as well. And they'll probably do the same for you as well. Yeah. And number 4, propose a project. So if you really like the guy, you really build rapport with the other person, feel free to propose a project and just so you guys can work together. Yeah. So if you've done anything in the checklist, you're not an expert in relationship building, and people will absolutely love you when they first meet you. So it gets really easy from here. Just rinse and repeat steps 1 to 3 of the connectors model system, and you should be good to go. So I thank you so much for being here today, and this is a really, really valuable session. Whether you found your passion or you just wanted to explore your horizons, networking is the ultimate advantage. Now, this is some advice that is given me from Jay Abram, who is the mentor for Tony Robbins, by the way. And he says this: the ultimate skill that anyone should have, learn to master, every successful person has, is the ability to gain the trust of others. So whether you're in a team, whether you're meeting new people, whether you're trying to make sales, whether you are trying to build rapport, whether you're trying to get promoted, you need to build the trust of people. Whether you want to be given autonomy by your boss, you have to build trust. Yeah. And this is really the essence of it. So all these steps are fully applicable to that. And with that, I thank you for your time. See you. Cheers and goodbye.